Hello there, and welcome back to Cupcake World News. Well, any regime in history needed to create an enemy. Whether it's true or not, the enemy ever existed. It always has been a propaganda tool in every single crisis in history. Like I mentioned in health crisis, which this world's been, which passed through, and this new type of crisis of the conflict in Ukraine. The West and propaganda machine, which is aided by the mainstream media, which is a sidekick of the establishment, the globalist cupcake establishment of the West. They are creating misinformation and hate towards Russia, its people, and its culture. There's been a series of boycotts. Russian oligarchy businessmen, people, sport, and now they are setting their targets or their sights on innocent cartoons like Marsha and the Bear. There's this very innocent cartoon produced by Russia. I had seen a few episodes. It's sometimes really funny, but it's got nothing to do with propaganda saying, or following some type of narrative. It's for kiddies, children. And the news came out from Germany saying, I think it was one of these German channels saying they're going to cancel it, saying it's very misleading and not educational for children because it's portraying people, Russian people, the characters are nice people, which they are. This is an excuse which they found. And another thing which came out is, the bear's very patient towards the person, towards Marsha, which they state, no, Russians are not like that. How do you know? There are rational, patient people in every culture. There's good and bad in every culture. If you start pushing an narrative in that way, that means you're trying to say Russian culture, Russian people are evil and nasty. That's what they call Crane stereotypes. This has occurred in history. Second World War, persecution of the Jews by the Nazi Germans. It wasn't the German people which persecuted the Jewish people. It was certain members of Nazi Germans which done it. It wasn't the population. This is basically the same thing. Spanish Inquisition, witch hunting, and all that stuff. To round off this cupcake thing, I did mention this a while back. Mario Draghi, the non-elected Prime Minister of Italy, in the name of to save Ukraine, we must lower our heating in the winter months and not have it so-called air conditioning in the summer months to save lives. You do not save lives like that. You don't save innocent population in Ukraine from war. you should have thought twice. Each single Western government supplying weapons and continues supplying weapons to Zelensky, and his weapons end up in the wrong hands. You will not win the war in this way. Because in the end, there will only be just a massacre of people on each side. For what? For economic interests of the West, so they can make rich people who make weapons and armory. This is the real business.